Hello and welcome to another podcast hosted by Cedar College. My name is Aysha Sheikh. I am the Executive Director for Humanities, and I am also a faculty member of the subject of Global Perspectives and Research, or GPR as we call it for short. In today's session, we will be discussing the elements of the subject itself, GPR, why it is such a valuable subject to take at the A level, what are the components of GPR, and we're also here to break a few myths related to the subject. Joining me today are three of my students. We have Sayyida Minal Zehra from the PCHS campus, a student of AS. We have Zain Ali Pasha, also a student of AS at the DHA campus. And we have Aysha Shafi Jakwani, who is an A2 student and a graduate of the class of 2024. So, my first question to all of you: what made you choose the subject of global perspectives and research? What had you heard about it, and how did your impression or your views change once you were actually involved in the class? Minal, we start with you.
I'll start. I think in the beginning when I opted for global perspectives, it wasn't a very easy subject for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose the subject because I knew it would take a lot of research, and I would throughout the journey I would learn more and more, which I did. Throughout my AS, I learned a lot of stuff because I had to research, I had to find out about stuff, I had to make my own presentation about stuff. So I got to know a lot of things which I wasn't aware of, which everyone should be aware of as a citizen of Pakistan or anywhere actually. So over this year, I think I've learned a lot through this subject.
Zain, what about you?
So for me personally, GPR appealed me as a university subject being taught in an A-level college, and it really helps broaden your horizon and improve your skill set to eventually go into university being prepared of how to go about stuff, especially as university's major part is being research and how to prepare yourself. So this subject really helps on with this.
Aysha, you are a seasoned student, having done the subject at AS and at A2. How do you feel about the subject?
Okay, so I first came across global perspectives in O-levels, and I took it not knowing anything about it, but every day in class I came out learning something new. The subject was not like other subjects, it was actually fun, and that's why one of the main reasons for choosing Cedar College was that it offered GPR, and it only got better in A-level.
So one of the beauties about the GPR syllabus is that it allows you to develop your own learning journey. There are three components to this paper. The first one is a written exam, which is in the form of a comprehension of two passages that must be compared. The second is an independent research report in the AS of 2,000 words that can be chosen on any issue that has that is local and yet has a global relevance. And the third is a team project where students in the classroom must make their own groups, pick a subject or a topic that they want to present upon, and then each one prepares their independent study or research on that particular aspect of the subject that they have chosen. There are no books or textbooks that are assigned to the GPR syllabus. It is a learning journey that allows you to develop yourself, your skills, and your interest in the subject areas of your choice. And it actually helps you become global citizens, because you are open to different viewpoints from different parts of the world, different educationists, different researchers, whose opinion may not necessarily align with yours. So in each of these components, how did you find, what made you choose the topics that you did? What topics did you choose? Let's talk about your research report first, your essay in the AS. And Aysha, for you, at the A2, it is a 5,000 word research report that you must complete. That's it. It's the whole year is taken to write a very intense, a very thorough research. There's a strong reflective process that is involved in it. So what made you choose the topics that you did? What were the topics that you chose? Let's hear about that. Minal?
For the essay, I chose teenage mental health and how it's affecting the suicide rates these days. And I think I chose this topic because I've always wanted to talk about it, and GPR was the platform I could use to voice my opinions on it, because I have been writing small articles about it, and I wanted to give it a form, a shape of an essay on the particular topic.
Any changes in your thinking of the topic or your understanding of the topic as you went into your research? Did you find something new that helped you understand teenage mental health better?
Definitely, I did. When I was researching on the topic and I was trying to find out points that I could base my essay on, I did find a lot of things that would that changed my own opinion about the topic.
For example, could you give us an insight?
For example, the fact that I thought that these days mental health isn't very supported and it's not very. But as I researched, because of GPR, I found out that there are a lot of hospitals and doctors and actual psychologists who help people go through their everyday issues.
Okay. We're talking about Pakistan right now,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Zain, what about you?
So initially, I started my 2,000-word essay on geopolitics and politics and how the system works around the world. But due to some guideline restrictions, that was scrapped out. So initially, after that, then moving forward, I selected the topic which was regarding men's mental health. It's a norm basically that people don't talk about it, and it's something which was very personal because me myself didn't want to talk about it. It's something really personal to every one of us. So, but I was like, then we should talk about it. It is someone who should take a step towards a different approach and realize and take steps towards how it functions locally but also internationally. So in my local research, being Karachi, the mental stress that men have is like at the peak, because MBA grad earns the basic pay level is 25,000 to 50,000, MBA grad, and in that he has to provide for his family, that is his electricity bills, and then if his parents are not well, the medicines and all. So it's a very stressful environment men are living in Karachi, or whether internationally as well. They do not want to speak about it because of the vulnerability challenges.
I think the social pressure also.
Yeah,
that,
the social
that men are not supposed to talk about, or they're considered to be weak. Aysha, what did you decide to base your 5,000-word research report on at the A2?
So I have always been passionate about law, and studying law at A level, I wanted to research further, like I wanted to go beyond my textbook, and GPR was the perfect opportunity for it. I chose the topic of sentencing in criminal law to base my 5,000-word research essay, and it definitely taught me so many things and so many views from different countries around the world, and how they have been dealing with sentencing and how the approach is changing from retribution to rehabilitation over the years.
What skills have you all three of you learned as part of this whole process? And how do you think it will help you later on?
So the most beneficial and major part of our GPR learning was the valuable skills we got from research skills and the critical thinking element. And because I want to pursue political sciences when I go on to university, this plays a very major role, as half of it is humanitarian, international and global law, and on the other hand we're also studying economics, which makes a mix of sociology and psychology as well in some aspects. So it plays a very vital role for research as the majority, but also enhances our steps moving forward.
Aysha, what about you?
Okay, so as Zen said, that university requires a lot of research, and a GPR student will always have an upper hand at university. They will not have to start from scratch, like learning things like referencing and stuff.
Exactly.
You'll already know that. Secondly, GPR may not have like a specific career or profession, but it helps you in every profession. Basically, the skills like critical thinking skills helps you everywhere in life.
So two of you have mentioned critical thinking skills. Would you like to tell us what exactly is critical thinking?
So critical thinking is basically thinking on the spot and to innovate your ideas or to evolved your skill set in such a way that you're sitting on the spot and a thing comes up and you know how to deal with it. It's a very important thing to not only gain on your A-level experience but moving on forward in your professional careers as well, because you need to be confident in life, and if you don't stay confident, people will walk all over you.
I think, in my opinion, critical thinking is basically listening to everyone's perspectives and giving your own input, and then analyzing those perspectives from everybody, in putting yourself in everyone's shoes, and then thinking about a specific topic. Because I think this is one thing that I learned solely from GPR, and I'm not exaggerating at all. Everything has so many different perspectives. We can think from because in our class, we had people. I had my classmates with diverse opinions.
Completely diverse. I
Completely
remember
diverse.
not a single one of them had the same opinion.
So that is something I realized there and then, that people have different opinions, and that's okay that people have different opinions. And this is the motive that we should have for our practical life too, that we are going to have people who are going to disagree with us.
Absolutely.
So GPR taught me that you need to listen to everyone and everyone's perspectives.
So another misconception is that global perspectives in research is not accepted as an A-level, full A-level subject. What has your experience been with this, and how would you like to address this question?
I think this is a myth, because GPR is definitely accepted as a third subject, because personal experience, I had 4 subjects in the beginning. I still have 4 subjects, but in the middle of my term, I wanted to drop my 4th subject, physics, which I had an option to drop because GPR is counted as subject. So that is completely wrong.
So the general myth is that when I joined, that GPR wasn't a third subject considered in Pakistani universities such as LUMS, IB or Habib University. But halfway through the subject, with the guidance we got with our teacher Miss Aysha, was that it is accepted as a third subject, and it holds the weightage of a subject as mathematics. It gives the similar credit score as mathematics.
Okay, Aysha?
Okay, so it's definitely very valuable because, as Zain said, that it allows you, that it can get you into Pakistani universities as well as universities abroad. That again, talking from personal experience, I feel like having a subject like GPR definitely enhanced my university applications.
I think GPR is widely accepted in universities.
Well, most Ivy League universities
League
abroad
universities,
accept it. You have MIT, you have Stanford,
Princeton,
you have Columbia,
Brown.
Princeton, they all accept it.
Yes.
And Cambridge has provided us with a website where you can put in the name of the university and the area, and it automatically tells you itself at what level they hold GPR at. And going back to what Zain was saying, that universities abroad, because GPR is considered a humanities subject, it has 6 credits, which is as high as math, which is as high as, of course, sociology, literature, all these subjects carry value. What do you feel is the benefit of GPR in a world that is leaning or moving very, very fast into AI?
Again, what you said, no matter how much AI, we are leaning towards AI, the world is. We all need technology, we all need something to rely on. But at the end of the day, even if we take references from AI, like ChatGPT, even if we do take references from there, by the end of the day, you have to think from your own brain, and I think GPR allows you to do that, because GPR gives you a platform to think widely, broadly, and right from your own knowledge.
So building upon Minal's point is that the point creativity is what the AI world lacks, and we have an upper hand on, and GPR plays a vital role in making this very possible for us, that where students today are heavily reliant on the AI websites, we have the upper hand to read research papers, read through big journals, and invest time in libraries and put some work in to get the good grade or to excel in life as a whole.
As Minal said, that AI has definitely made our lives easier, but one of the major drawbacks of AI is that it limits your creative thinking and your ability to think of innovative solutions, and GPR is a subject that is very essential for our young generation to not fall into the hands of AI and actually use our own critical thinking skills and creativity to think on different matters.
Another advantage with GPR is what is called the ACE diploma, AICE. Minal, would you like to talk about that?
ACE diploma is basically when you have to have a certain set of subjects. We have to have sciences, humanities, and along with it, language, and then global perspectives. You have to have
As a combination.
Yeah. To get the ACE diploma, basically. ACE diploma overall helps you get into Ivy Leagues in the US, and I will talk from my personal experience. I have all of these subjects, but I'm planning to opt for language next year. So I think GPR is a main factor for the ACE diploma, which helps in your university applications.
And it is also held highly in regard by Ivy League universities abroad, for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you to all three of you, Minal, Zan and Aysha, for coming here and sharing your experience and giving us a very valuable insight to the subject of global perspectives and research. I hope this has been a very enlightening session for all of you, and if you're still thinking about subject choices at the AS level, please do look into global perspectives and research, and I promise you it will be a very enriching experience. Thank you.